All right, here we are in Central Florida studios, and starting off with another great episode. We're going to be talking about a question I get quite a bit, and that question goes a little like this. Is now a good time to buy a home in Orlando, Florida, or should I wait? Now, I want to start off by saying that you're not late, you're not behind, and you are definitely not the only one thinking about this. Most people I talk to aren't trying to rush to get a mortgage. They're more in the I'm just thinking phase. And that is perfectly okay. Now, most people are wondering, can I actually afford to buy a home? What if I buy a home and the rates drop? What if I wait and prices go up? And how do I even know how to time the market, if the timing's right? So in this video, I'm not going to give you any hype on anything, definitely no pressure, never do that. And I'm not going to pretend that anyone can predict the market perfectly. Instead, I'm going to give you a clear, calm way to compare waiting, specifically for Orlando, Florida, and for your real life. So most people think the question is, what will the market do next? But the more helpful question really should be, what decision will make me feel stable and confident over the next few years? Because timing shouldn't be based on headlines. It should be based on four things. One, your monthly payment comfort zone. Two, your timeline in Orlando. 3, your financial readiness. And 4, your housing needs. So let's compare this in a way that actually fits real people. Let's start with buying now. Not because it's better, but because it has real benefits and it fits your life. You can start building equity sooner. Now, when you rent, your payment buys you flexibility, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you buy, when you're buying, part of your payment goes towards something that you'll own. And if you plan to stay in Orlando for a while, 3, 5, 7 years, that matters. Sometimes the biggest difference between buying now and waiting isn't the rate, it's the time. Now, here's an example for you that you might relate to. If you're going to be buying in Orlando for 5 years anyway, do you want that 5 years to be rent only, or do you want to build something? Now, buying now can help you lock in the home that fits your lifestyle, and if you want to stay in Orlando, and you're fine with that. Now, something to be very clear is Orlando is not one market. It's a collection of neighborhoods with different vibes, different price points, and different inventory. Winter Garden doesn't feel like Lake Nona. Apopka is different from Sanford. Horizons West is different than East Orlando. So if you find a home that fits your commute, your lifestyle, and your budget, buying now can mean you stop chasing perfect timing and start living. Now, here's a possible thought. I'm not trying to win the market. I just want a home where I can breathe. Buying now may still leave you flexibility later if rates improve, and I want to be responsible here. No one can promise refinancing, but many homeowners make the decision like this. They choose a home based on payment they can afford now, and if the opportunity shows up later, they explore a refinance. So if rates are the main reason for waiting, it may help you to ask, can I afford the payment today, and would owning help me in my life right now? So example of a thought, if I can afford it today, I don't have to predict the rates. I just need a plan that I feel good about. Now let's talk about waiting. Because waiting is not failure. Waiting can be smart if it has a purpose. Waiting can give you clarity and confidence. A lot of people don't actually need more time, they need clear targets. So, what monthly payment feels safe? Not just possible, but safe. What savings cushion would help you sleep at night? What type of home do you actually want? A starter home, condo, townhome, or something with room to be able to grow? Now, you may say, I don't want to buy and feel stretched, and I want to buy and feel steady. Waiting can strengthen your fitness, your financial fitness, right? Not your fitness, but your financial fitness. This is one of the biggest wins of waiting. You can use the time to improve your credit, pay down debt, build savings, get all your documents in order. Even small changes can expand your options. So, somebody might say, if I wait 90 days and I reduce my debt or improve my credit score, I might unlock better payment options for my flexibility. Waiting can change your negotiating position. Sometimes waiting lines up with seasonal shifts, inventory changes, and just your personal schedule. So, and even when buyers have more options, then sometimes you have more leverage. That can mean things like price adjustments, seller credit, or repairs taken care of. But the key is Orlando is neighborhood specific. So the most helpful approach is watching the areas you care about, not just the general headlines. Believe in this. I'm not trying to time the market, time the bottom. I'm trying to buy when I have options. Now, here's the part that most people don't talk about clearly. Waiting can be smart, but it also has a cost, because rent is a cost of waiting. If you wait 6 to 12 months, you'll likely pay rent during that time, and that may be totally worth it for you for flexibility and preparation, but it's still part of the math. So an example may be, if waiting helps you get ready, great. But if you're waiting without a plan, rent becomes the price of the indecision. Price can move while you wait. No one can guarantee where prices are going to go next. But if prices rise, the same home you want may cost more later and still have a higher payment if rates reduce. So instead of asking, will prices go up or down, ask, what happens to my monthly payment if prices change? That's the part that affects your life. Rates are unpredictable. A lot of people say, I'll buy when rates drop. And I get it. That's totally reasonable. A total reasonable thought. But here's what often happens. When rates drop, more buyers jump in. That can increase competition, less negotiating options, and possible price increases. So instead of waiting for a headline, it helps you focus on what you can control: your credit, your savings, your debt, your budget, your timeline, all that you can control. Control what you can, plan for what you cannot. Let me give you a simple way to decide without pressure. You're going to like this. 2 questions. 1, how long do you plan to stay in Orlando? And if you're thinking 3 to 5 years or more, buying may be worth exploring. If you're unsure, waiting may be wiser. Next question. What payment feels comfortable on a normal month and on a stressful month? Because we know those happen. Not max approval, not technical possibilities, comfortable. If buy-in now fits your payment and the timeline, great, explore it. If waiting gives you breathing room and a stronger foundation, also great. Prepare. Either way, you're moving forward. And if you're in Orlando and you're just thinking about it, here's a simple next step. Write down two numbers, your current rent and a monthly payment that feels very comfortable. Compare them side by side. No pressure, just clarity. You don't have to rush. You just need a plan, and that makes you feel steady. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other questions, please like and subscribe. Make comments down below, and we'll be in touch. See you on the flip side.